Hey YouTube, so I'm going to be working on this maple today. You know I love my maples, I also love my broken pots. We'll talk about what to do with a broken pot, why I think this pot is broken, some things to look for in your collection of pots to see if you have some pot that's not going to hold up as it is. And also we'll show the finished product of this maple in this pot. It's not going to be quite what you think. This probably won't be looking exactly the way it is because it's broken. Might even get more broken. Have a look-see, we'll see what happens. So when you have a pot and you're trying to figure out if it's in good shape, if it has a crack or anything that's compromising the pot, what you're going to listen to is a sound. Interestingly enough, you may not be able to see a hairline crack on a pot, and the seller may or may not know that it's got that sound, that break in it. So they sound like a bell. Can you hear that? Yeah. If you don't hear that, it's probably because there's some sort of a break in the pot. The sound won't resonate because it's interrupted. This one actually does have a crack. May or may not be able to see it right here. It was marked that way at the bonsai store. It says cracked. It actually coincides with this cutout on the base of it for water to come out of there. You can barely see there's a crack there. And this one sounds like kind of different, doesn't it? Sound doesn't resonate. You know that there's something stopping it from going through properly. So that pot is broken. If you've been following my Instagram, you've noticed that I use broken pots quite often. I actually bought this pot with the intention of doing something with a broken pot. I looked specifically for a damaged pot because I wanted to do something a little bit more creative, show what you can do outside of the norm of bonsai containers. I was really excited about this one. This one was actually ideal for what I wanted to do with it. It's got a large cutout inside of it. I thought it could make a cool shape. The test is how it's going to break. I'm going to complete the break in this pot. I'm going to remove hopefully a smaller section to use for something else, and the larger section I intend to use on this cool little maple. So what I'm hoping will happen here is that I'll have maybe 3/4 of this pot come out, so I might have sort of a half moon or a crescent moon shape, and then plant this maple on one side or another because it actually has a similar shape which would echo on the pot, and there'd be a gap in the front. So it'd be a cool look. The tree's decent. With the right pot, really could be something special. So what I need is my pot. Safety glasses are very important. Alright, so I think it's time to see if I can get this pot broken the rest of the way. I want to do it in a controlled fashion if I can. Alright, so the crack is here-ish. Okay, this does make me a little nervous, but it's okay. It was a cheap pot. If something goes wrong with it, it goes wrong. If I'm lucky, I'll break this triangle out of here, that wedge, and that would be perfect. It's likely that it'll work because of this cutout here. It seems to be the natural place for it to break. If it doesn't work, hey, I tried. I use a specialist tool for this, which is in the old hammer I have lying around. See how this goes. Okay, it's a little rough. Okay, I didn't do it yet. Alright. I broke a little more than I expected. Cool little wedges though, right? I mean, I could do some cool stuff with those. That one's for a much smaller tree. So is this one. These two are what I'm left with that's a decent size. Alright, that's close to what I was hoping for. I was actually hoping for this. That's exactly what I was hoping for right here. Well, that is not going to work. So these are probably too small for that tree. I mean, they're smaller than the pot it's on right now. I don't think that's going to work for me. Plans don't always go as you like, though. All right.